Well, now getting ready for his second career start. And Erica, what's the difference now that you've been through this process once before and you went through it last week and you're getting ready to do it again?
It's kind of the same thing, just trying to get as prepared as possible for this week. Central Michigan's a great team, so they're very disciplined, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity.
When we talked to you last week, it was early in your preparation for the game. How did you notice last week was different from the week before when you knew you were preparing to be starter for a college football game?
I mean, whether I'm fifth string or first string, I always try to, be as focused as I can in the meetings and, act like I'm the starter. So, when I was the backup, I was still, trying to learn as much as I would as I am now. I mean, now it's a little different. Trying to get even more prepared and doing things, trying to, study in between classes, all that. So it's nice. I mean, as long as you're prepared, I mean, the game comes a lot easier. But like I said, Central Michigan, they're very disciplined, so it's going to be a challenge.
Take me back to last week a little bit first before we get into these Chippewas. You're down by 4 at halftime. You guys got a little bit more aggressive there on offense there in the third and the fourth quarter. What changed in the approach, and how did those 2 big plays come about for you?
We really just started to execute. The running backs did a great job of finding holes. The linemen, I mean, it all started with them. They were doing a great job of maintaining their blocks, and the receivers, Brisley and Steve, making plays, and the other guys doing their job, running their routes hard. So I mean, it works out when everyone does their job. First
on Brisley's touchdown, you had to make a little bit happen there in the backfield before you found him downfield. What was the process like, just keeping your eyes downfield and finally spotting him pop open for you?
In high school, I had to scramble a lot. Unfortunately, but I just kind of always was taught to keep my eyes downfield because that's when big plays happen. So I avoided the pressure, and Brisley was able to find me, and I found him. So.
And how different was the Steve Ishmael play, which wasn't a scramble? That's more a little pre-snap read, right? You saw where the coverage was headed.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, he made a great play on it. So and the linemen did a great job maintaining their blocks. So it was a good play.
You find yourself having fun as the game was going on, even on that rushing touchdown, which didn't end up counting as one. It looked like you were just having a good time out there late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more fun to win. So, I just try to stay focused the whole game. But, I love winning, so that's what I try to do every day. So.
Obviously, the win is the most important stat you've had, but I'd imagine if we were to ask the coaches, the second most important stat for you as a quarterback is no turnovers so far. How conscious are you of that during the game, and how important has that number been here the last 2 weeks?
I mean, you never want to turn the ball over, so you always just try to protect the ball. It's the most important thing. The people who are usually the people who win the turnover battle win the game. So as long as you can be safe with the ball, but still got to take shots, it'll be a good game.
The fan base out there's been getting kind of excited about you here in the last couple of weeks. How comfortable are you in that role at this point?
I mean, I just want to say thank you to the fans who have been coming out and supporting us. So it's very nice.
All right, lastly here at Central Michigan, a chance to go 3-0. Hasn't been done around here since 1991. What would that mean to pull that off this weekend?
I mean, we just want to win every game. So we're going to prepare as if it's, we're 0-2, 3-0, doesn't matter. We just try to prepare to win every game no matter what it is.